Okay, there's been a break for a couple days, but we're back with more Path of the Righteous. And it's been a couple days, so I've already forgotten how to do this streaming nonsense. Very good. Alright, let's hit continue. So last left off, we fought a horrible bug monster that was way harder than it really should have been. Boy, that thing had an AC of what, like, a lot? And it had, just for getting close to you, could confuse you at a DC of a whole lot? Yeah, that was ridiculous. So, at the time of recording, it is the day after December 25th. So, I hope everybody who celebrates it had a good Christmas. If you celebrate some other holiday around this time of year, I hope you either had a good one or it is good for you. And if you don't, and if you do not celebrate any holidays around this time of year, I hope your Saturday was good. Alright. So, now, what now, huh? What now? What now? What now? Probably gonna scratch this kitty cat while we wait for this last 2% to load. Hopefully the game hasn't, like, crashed. There it goes. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look at our journal, kind of get our bearings. Secrets of Creation, by Hell. We need to go help the Hell Knights. Go to Heaven's Estate. Solve the riddles of the Name of Ruin. And we're good.
Let us be off.
Now let's bring Ember back with us. Trying to decide if Woljif or Amelia is better for us. Right now we'll keep Woljif since he does do some DPS, but we might switch him out later. So there's an inconspicuous camp. There's Dresden. That's what we're aiming for. Right, the Vanguard I was sending down here, right? What's that here? We need to help the Hell Knights. Conundrum. Yeah, alright. But let's go down and save in case this battle goes absolutely terribly. No one can save you, Ember. So this is like a bunch of gargoyles. Still have these rangers, huh? We have fewer rangers than we did before. Alright. Shoot them with this. Perfect. So, smite equal. Alright. We're going to move up here. Okay. Keep shooting the skellies. They panic. That's really not good. Alright. You need to lay on hands self. Smite evil. This isn't good. We're in trouble? I'm would prefer if you all stopped panicking. Alright, archers are dead, at least. Winning, lay on hands, no, self, then whack 'em. I mean, this was a pretty high-level squad we're up against now. Fortitude saving throw fail. They have a modifier +2. That's not great. Okay, that time it succeeded, but they still had low morale. I'm not entirely certain I understand this game mode. This should finish him off. I feel like we lost more than that. Guess it's whatever. Now, let's see. Army down here. I forgot we lost a lot of morale from what happened at the place. Energy point. I don't know what these do. Point increases the growth. We have less dudes because our morale went down. I think this is saying. Okay, that's 5 demon armies. We're gonna actually need them to head here. So, scouts get 2 attacks. Hit points. For ace. Barely. But the guys, shield bearers. First off, bring those over. Let's go with this and with this little setup. It's better. And I think we're going to keep them here. And while we wait to see if we can get some reinforcements in from Dresden or Canabras. All right. As for you, move up. There's a level 5 demon army, and then there's a level 3 there. We do want to enter this inconspicuous camp. What? The aged kobold sitting by the small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapon or his threatening. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Greetings, my name is Krenuk. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly, without the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold pets the carcass of a small animal's A stick roasting on the fire. Dinner will be ready soon. Whoa, I've never met a talking lizard before. Well, back in River City, we had a real dragon. A dragon, too? Can you turn big? You flatter me, young lady. Many of my fellows would give up everything to become dragons. Some even entertain themselves with fantasies of already being such. I am proud to be what I am. A kobold. Nothing more, nothing less. Kobolds are a rather courteous lot, it would seem. I never expected to receive an invitation to dinner from one of your kind. As a guest, rather than a dish, that is. I didn't exactly invite you, Count. My invitation was addressed to the commander, but sit down, help yourself. On the walls of your fancy mansions, you'll find surprises far more unusual than my humble self. You left me the note? Of course. What else could it be? I want to make sure you are interested in the information I can provide. Who are you? As I've already mentioned, my name is Krenek. At your service. The kobold offers a short bow, an unusual gesture for one of his kind to make. As a rule, kobolds do not express their respect to anyone other than dragons. I am a traveler and a friend to the crusade. Your friend too? You are tolerant towards kobolds. Hey, I love kobolds, alright? No problem with kobolds. Krenek there's the word tolerant with shocking ease, as if he is something other than the narrow-minded and savage subterranean beast you expect him to be. Kobolds are infamous for worshipping dragons and despising all other races, and few of them would even understand the concept of tolerance, let alone subscribe to it. Crusade has seen many unusual friends. I haven't met anyone like you before. We'd be glad to see a kobold in our ranks. Same here. Oh no, don't get me wrong. I have no intention of marching within Crusader ranks. Still, I hope that my humble assistance will be of use to you. Okay, now, this is just rude. We're not going to say it. What are you cooking? Judging by its ears and hind legs, it's a hare. Kobold casts a dubious glance at the animal's mouth, which boasts a huge set of teeth. Or maybe it's a tiger. Depends on your point of view, I suppose. What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your cause, so I would like to provide you whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you? Hey, we appreciate any help. Then we have an idea. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, the traveler carefully cuts 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one into his toothy maw while graciously offering the other to you. Strange animal for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the world wound mask everything in illusion. Ominous looking animals trying to eat you for dinner, dangerous paths appear to be straight roads, and your enemies can look like your friends. Krenek squints and looks deeply into your eyes. You have been in a situation like this. First you think a person is your friend and ally, but the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So, you catch this person, you tie them up, and then you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Your former friend? Hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor? We're gonna take the good option because we're trying to get back up to chaotic good right now. It's unclear, I tell you that. Have you seen some of those who return to the path of righteousness? Stop listening to others and use your head. I'm not talking about children here. Decision to collaborate with demons is a little different from yanking on the family cat's tail. Make such a decision, a person would have to be a truly vile scumbag. So where do you get this beautiful naivete from? Probably from Ember. Something in Krennic's voice sounds merciless, like cold steel. Catch a traitor, grab them, and shake them till they spill everything they know. Some need to be tortured, others will crack if you threaten their family, or bribe them with promises of mercy and gold. The traitor dry like a rag mop. About war, not about ethics. That's what smart people write in books. Not really worked up there. Who, me? Not at all. You say that like you're an expert on kobolds. Into it, our deepest... I'm not convinced. By trying to convince you, I was just stating my opinion. And again, we're discussing traitors. It's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Descarites from Baphamites and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress. The other one lies by the entrance to the citadel. That is highly valuable information. Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time. hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I've seen it happen before. I've lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Even imagine. Kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. Sigh, he begins to talk. I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Alright, what have you got? I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. Of course, we had plenty of slaves. Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. There was a flaw underlying our power. Once, long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising them the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new old watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew as the number of lost souls. Like that, until our leader, Ormok, came to power. She was a principled and proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to hell, so she refused to sign the pact. All kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbors at the devil's instigation. This broke out, then our slaves rebelled. Came after their former masters in the dead of night. Clutches of eggs were ravaged, our altars were desecrated, our warriors were slain in their burrows. Slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chasing us down through the caves and mine shafts level by level. We were finally left alone. No idea where we were. All around us was darkness. Lurking in that darkness, bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. I think this is enough of a cliffhanger to stop here. Suspicions about you. Here we go. Words are full of mysterious omissions. What can I say? I'm a kobold of many secrets and contradictions. I keep my mouth shut and the rest, world at arm's length. It's my nature, I can't help it. Have you heard about my unusual powers? Well, you're either extremely lucky or quite the opposite. You survived that massacre in Canabras just to spearhead a new suicide mission. And you survived then, and most likely you will survive now. Good luck in this noble endeavor. Alright, well, okay, here's the important question. You do have some stuff to sell. Not sell, steal. I will take those notes. I have a friend who needs them. Oh, yes, I have to just go... Oh, okay. Whenever we get back to the world map, first off, we're very close to our next level. I like that. So, let's see. Get bonus shield spell. We get a breath weapon if we want. I am... So, hold on. If I take this off... Yeah, I don't have... I didn't get the... Okay. So... Probably... There. Another dragon week. I'm your back. So, did we lose both of them then? Didn't we? Dragon form. Apparently, I can just pass through demon armies? I didn't think I could do that.
Can we retreat already?
That is a lot. That is a lot. Oh my god, that's a lot of spiders.
Cover me, all right?
Wow, they have a lot of health. Oh god!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Kind of wondering where the rest of the spiders were.
Surrender or else.
Forward.
That's a lot of spiders. Somehow we're doing all right. God, that's a lot of spiders. Oh my.
Into the fray. Stab you or zap you?
Oh, that is not good. Okay, we need to like start killing some spiders.
You won't survive me.
Okay. Okay, perfect. You do. This is a what? Reflex? Fort? I have a pretty good reflex. So, Scorching Ray. Perfect.
We won't falter.
Right, beautiful. That was a lot of spiders, but
Precision
yeah, we've taken care of it at this point.
Endure this.
Too late for apologies.
Strike with all your might.
What the hell? That's kind of surprising.
The light.
All right,
Take you.
get out of here. God, that was just so many spiders. Let's head to Heaven's Edge. Go ahead, take a nap. It's sad when you're surrounded by people, but none of them are your friends, isn't it? I don't have the slightest idea what you're on about. I could fill the main square of Canabras with all my friends. Prelate Holren, if he were here, would add and burn them all. Enter. Sometimes you just can't save everyone. Well, I want to save everybody! It's not fair that I can't save them all. Okay, there's like a party here?
My not so numerous,
Oh dear.
but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago
What?
at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
Darren. Why are the two people next to you naked? Could you please tell them to put some clothes on?
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather?
What are you on about,
Certain
Darren?
parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin. They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible. So that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul.
Okay, sure, buddy.
My dearest guests will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Okie dokie. Not quite what I expected. Did you find anything interesting? Nothing, really. Just took a note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, two people noted that he never speaks of the revered Estrin, the priest of Yamade, his guardian and tutor, yet he just mentioned Estrin in his speech. Tell me that you tried to find out that if anything odd had happened over the last 10 years. One of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves, or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imaginations. It is also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him and encourages them to use their magic in ways. Practically the whole Mendev knows the story about the three drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roof of Canabris after a party at the Count's house. Trying to say is that any fluctuations in residual magic at his house are not at all surprising. It was the matter of the abduction, however. Bandits kidnapped the Count, hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Where the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself as a joke, and the mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employ. He really wanted to delve too deep into the cause after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats, but there was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandit's head, after they had already killed him. What? They have? Since when? Their heads were cut off. You mean the bandits who attacked Dayrin? Yes. Perhaps I wouldn't have even noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. But we also found several headless bodies, both of guests and demons. Thought they had been decapitated during the fight. I don't know about that, but sure. What do we need to do? Well, that's the hardest part. We need to dive into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It'd be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might detract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is to distract the master of the house. Right now he's playing host in the very place. Very place I'd like to start with. How do I distract him? I don't know. Your companions can assist you somehow. Or you can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that can help us. Alright. I don't like this. I like Dayrin. Even if he is even if he's a dick. I mean, I like him because he's a dick, if we're being perfectly honest.
Follow me.
Oh, everyone's here. Interesting.
March on.
Alright, let's do some looting. Surely there's something good around here. Alright, this looks like his room. Okay. What do we got here? Clear purpose. Father Weird cat. Okay, cool. Oh. Okay. Burn 3 diamond dust? Yes, please. Right. Yeah, that was a pretty good haul. Sorry, Damon, but what's yours is mine. Okay, get some of that elemental essence. Alright. Alright, I guess we'll talk to our boy now. I've always considered myself an aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. And I become companions of a hero chosen by Iomade. Our destiny to end up together. Oh, do go on. Tell me more about this place. This estate was once a truly beautiful sight with its lush gardens and placid ponds. The house itself is not that large, however. This land was part of the border region even before the world wound, so my ancestors took that into account when laying foundations. The larger the mansion, the harder it is to defend. I'll gladly give you a tour, but I'm afraid there's not much to see here. I didn't have much time, so my servants only managed to clean up the yard, the great hall, and a couple of rooms. Nothing interesting about them, except perhaps the magical firefighting system powered by water elementals. I'm not sure it's still functioning, though. Alright, so why do you really decide to throw a party at the scene of such a tragedy? What's this ghoulish farce all about? Daring freezes. What an odd feeling. It's like I had been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow in full bloom, and then you barge in and pour a bucket of ice-cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebrations? No, you don't have to answer. I could come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather match your courteous manners and put it bluntly. I do not wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I shall retire to my chambers for a time. Not really. Okay. See that you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Ready and watch and listen closely. I'll unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. The hum of voices and laughter fills your mind, and the visions come fragmented and hazy at first. They eventually coalesce to reveal a single face. This woman of stunning, heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. Family resemblance to Darren is obvious. My dear guest, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. Child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? New face appeared. It is a handsome old man with a strong and dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Can't we have just one day without your sermons? It's my birthday after all. Years ago, the young Darren had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Today, I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on his birthday. What? That noise? Lilitu. The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the visions, a Lilitu appears before the guests of the estate, gives them an exaggerated scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Do you prepare a treat for me too? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I've wanted to. Hey you, Doldering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? Plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourself, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final, desperate hours. Demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Darren, making freeze in horror. Disappears. Bitter shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temple. First appearance of the disease in the Lolitu. Many sisters of that accursed Menago. Everything matches the official versions. of the events. The cleric could have done something. I can't say for something certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Find out what happened next. Since the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotion, memory somewhere in the west wing of the house. Must have happened in one of the rooms, so let's check if anyone is in there and distract them if need be.
Let us
Yeah, Darren's there. Lady, you need to put some clothes on. Darren arches a brow at you, but he doesn't seem to be disturbed in the lightest by your interest. Not trying to cover up anything, or get dressed any faster. Commander, I assume that you have an urgent matter that requires my attention. I'm absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Camellia to dance with you. Ah, now that is a challenge. I can imagine her either graciously acquiescing or deftly slipping deadly poison into my wine just for suggesting it. Such is our dear Camellia. Given me a brilliant idea. See that you're able to do as I asked. By yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Young Darren stands motionless by the Countess's bed. Face is pale with fear, and for good reason. Mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, is more like the grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, that reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother, can you hear me, Mother? Wait, how did you get here? Come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. Revere Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. We would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. Fat Baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they would not let them. Mother, we need help. Canobras is full of clerics, wizards, and demons. Know who else? I know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible. Must obey the Revere Nestrin. Tell the lords of Mindev and protect our people. Plague reaches Canobras. Thousands of innocents. People will die. I don't care about any innocence. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Canobras. They won't listen to me. You're the lady of the state. They can't refuse you. I can't. Must. Believe, my dears. Don't lose hope. Still. Bullshit overtakes the Countess's body. Last words are swallowed by a long, guttural groan. Leotor wearily rubs his temples, but his face is unreadable. I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Canobras in search of help because the Revere Nestrin didn't let them. The safety of the city, more than the lives of his flock at the estate. Difficult choice it must have been. All lives are equally valuable. How can he refuse to save him just because he thought some other people might suffer? Magnitude of potential disaster made him do so. Perhaps it was a matter of dignity. No one wants to be responsible for wiping out an entire city. I haven't been in the Revere Nestrin's position, but I know the price of difficult decisions, especially those that you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him. We must continue our investigation. Next site I'd like to imagine is the Great Hall, where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. Assume that he killed him in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like betraying my boy. Oh, wow. I am shocked that he actually... Oh there, Jimmy Pathfinder? Amelia's frosty attitude breaks my heart, but that dance with her was easily one of the best moments of the evening. How about you, Damon? You having any fun? Of course I'm having fun. What's wrong? Do you want me to spend my whole life in fear and mourning, blaming myself for what happened? Fine, let's change the subject. Not the unique ambiance of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we're on the very border of the world would make the celebration special. Not the past would resurface and make itself known. Seems even ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can you do to liven up the evening? No, I think it's time for a drinking contest. Ah, yes. Tried and trusted. For salvaging. Okay, I will drink with you. Yes, I'm challenging you to a drinking contest. Oh, let's keep going. Whoa, are we done here? Are you ready for another round? I'm gonna keep going until I am dead. My grandfather and my great-grandmother put this bottle in the family cellar. Prove loyal to the scion of the illustrious Ariandes. I bet you lose. My kindness and generosity truly knows no limits. I don't feel very well. Hey everyone, let's go back outside. Get some fresh air in our lungs. Go again, Commander. Let's take another glimpse. Yes. Ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins as a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Darren huddle even deeper into his corner. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Let me touch you. I'll give you... The booming of an old man dressed in Yomadian robes takes the walls all. Get away from him, demon! Let the boy go! By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You are pathetic, old cleric. Are you in the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I... At least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, sweet. The demoness turns her eyeless face to Darren and licks her lips. A coarse laugh escapes the young man's throat. We'll see about that. The other turns toward you in astonishment. Drop platelets of spectacles on his temple. Something is wrong, Commander. Spells are not working as expected. It's something some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago. Putting everything together. Magical laws, the emotions, the memories. Try to read it. Dangerous? Can't say for certain, but it is unlikely. Past, and it's in the past. No one can travel through time except some uniquely powerful entities like Aeons, or perhaps the eldest of the First World. Though the past of this place is horrible, it poses no threat to us in the present. Alright, keep going. Give me a moment to focus. Try to channel my visions and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Darren, my boy, what's going on? The Elder's muscular shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he is channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chillingly silent infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Some alien entity is taking him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him right now. Really want to see what happens when... Save me. Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel the blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, rather a new notion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pull stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. Images become heavier, almost visible. Secret. Keep the secret. Otherwise, death. 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 The gruesome images whirl through your mind, filling you with pain and fear. And it all starts again. Help. Exchange. Secret. Death. Nestrin stretches out a shaking hand, suddenly looking like a doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Darren, wait. I think you are better let loose is even worse than these demons. Darren's body is quivering like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness who is frantically casting protective spells. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn! Theodore opens his eyes with a groan. He gets back on his feet. His legs are wobbly, his eyebrows cut. Who's not to notice? Seer's sorrow is written on his face as well as a strong sense of horror. Misfortune. No, what a disaster! Everything is worse than I imagine. You alright? Strain, emotions. They overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. There's nothing really. I won't be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine. You know what happened now? Visitor slowly exhales through clenched teeth and says in a low voice, still massaging his temples, yes and no. Damn it, my thought goes astray. I'll try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing most extraordinary feats, good or bad. A deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young count found himself cornered in every sense of the word. He allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experience as an Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I've ever heard or read about. This entity, I think I will call it the Other, thus his uncanny power. It's capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. Saw everything yourself. Was this entity, this Other, still here? Piotr takes a long pause, his gaze drawn to the chamber where all the guests are laughing and dancing. Darren's eloquent voice rises above the music for a moment. He's asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know it did. But I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The other is not inside the Count's body. He's not directly controlling his mind. That's why there's no obvious signs of possession. It is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world. Instantly step through to havoc. Whatever havoc it desires. What might the other want? This is the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago. It's still here, right? All this time, it must have been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunity to do so. How can get close to practically every influential figure in Mende, but the other refuses to act? What's interests lie in some other sphere? Does anyone know about this? Yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the other tried to say to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death to those who know the truth. Wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. What made Darren deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events at Heaven's Edge? So the other killed everyone. No, not everyone. Just Nestor and his panel to send a few remaining guests. Damn it. I know that it was the work of mysterious omnipotent. It still stings. I was here 10 years ago. I didn't check everything personally. Those who did failed to sense something was wrong. The other? I really don't remember this happening. It seems very likely. I'm almost certain you're right. They'll lose their heads when they get close to Count on day anyway. I do apologize, that was inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome findings are the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the Canabrus slaughter. Perhaps they provoked the other some other way. Yes, now I understand Father Nestrin perfectly. Make a crucial decision despite a dearth of information. Commander, first and foremost, apologize to you. Second, ask you to keep this a secret. Sorry for. I apologize for dragging you into this mess. See, the Other, an entity of immense power, stated very clearly that it would kill anyone who found out the truth. Anyone who knows that the Count is actually its living gateway. Suppose this secret is currently known to 3 people on Galarian. You, me, Count Darren. That means... So if the Count finds out we know his secret, the Other will understand it as well. We don't know what it is and what exactly is the scope of its power, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I've made a decision. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Neresian and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what we are dealing with and how it can possibly be defeated. I also make some cautious inquiries in other places, including Absalom. But still, I will not reveal the truth until I found some reliable information. I'm asking you to do the same, specifically. Not say a single word of our investigation to the Count himself. Cannot promise anything. It's no choice, and just let me remind you again. Careful. I recommend that you go back to the guests and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicion. You must immediately leave in search of the knowledge you all need to know so desperately. Farewell, Commando. The light of Almade guide your path. The Ultra Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests.
Follow me.
Level up, level up. I'm leveling up. Alright, so we take our next level. We go shoop boop boop. What is this? You damage an opponent with a power attack, you may make an immediate persuasion intimidate check. Dazzling display. Should be. Better That's, I think, what we want. Oh, that. This, when you damage power, you may check to demoralize. Shatter defenses. Display leaves a shaken. Demoralizes them. That. This is our first level 2 spell. Hey, no, we want mirror image. Are now officially able to take Dragon Disciple if we wish to. Next, Nenio. Roll Savant, shoot, boop, boop, boop. Boop. Need to get you to where you have precise shot, greater invisibility, phantasmal killer, rainbow pattern. What is this? Fascinates a maximum of 24 hit dive creep. Interesting. Shadow conjuration. God, that's a lot of text. Mimic any sorcerer, wizard, spell of 3rd level. Spells that deal damage. That is too many words. Phantasmal killer. Create a phantasmal image of the most fearsome imaginable. Okay. Not sure even that's really great, but fireball. Ember, 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 ember. Boom, boom, boom. Gonna brew some potions for me. Yeah, we're gonna give her brew potions. Alright, so we get a level 1 spell. Let's take... Doesn't have Snowball? I thought she already had Snowball. Take Snowball. Level 2 spell. Let me pull up my magical list of spells that are good for Ember to have. Alright, so what do we have? We have Burning Arc, Glitter Dust, Scorching Ray. Oh, and we have Hold Person. Okay. So, let's grab... to moderate wounds. Level 3 spell. You don't learn haste, dude. That actually kind of sucks a lot. I'm just trying to think of what we're gonna do about the fact. You know, I bet we will learn haste eventually, and we can just have Ninio, once we get the stuff, get some... Really would like... 10th level at Fire Snake. Why can't you get me Fireball? Fireball? You have, like, a good... Or... Can't brew potions, she's bad at it. Alright, you are gonna take Oracle, shoot, boop. You're the one that needs. Well, pet. If you cast a Cure spell, you can cast it as a swift action by expending spell slots. It's fine. Spells. Good stuff already. I don't have remove here. Let's take that. Right. Level 2 spells. All Bone Shaker. Cure moderate wounds. Lesser Resto. Grab some paralysis. Remove curse. Going to take Lee. Seems alright. You sneak attacker. Don't have weapon focus. Take dagger weapon focus. Level 3 spells. Oh, okay, he gets those already. Okay, that actually helps because grab haste placement. Boop, boop. Full attack to make full range. Total damage before. And this. Okay, getting AOAs with our That seems pretty good. Blind fight here. Got what, like another Smite Evil? What is this? Cast a spell, you strengthen your paladins or of courage. All allies are immune. Forgot she had that. If you don't have the aura. Let's bestow grace. Bestow your divine grace on another creature. Touch that creature's sacred bonus to its saving throws equal to your charisma bonus. What's your charisma? +2. Litany and to protect chaos evil. Blessing of courage and life. Yeah. Oh! We get to level up Meatloaf! Hell yeah. He doesn't get medium barding until level 9. Destructive Dispel. Successfully, that opponent takes a -2 saving throws. Just not sure how you build a horse. Wait, can I? I'm trying to remember what attacks he gets. Because he gets a bunch of attacks. But I don't remember what he gets. Like, he gets... Whatever, it's fine. Alright, let's move on to Social, because that should just take a quick minute. Here we go, shoot, boop, boop. Why does this guy have so much freaking... like... this or what? Alright. Spell focus? Take that. He has a +2 to charisma. He adds his wisdom instead. That would do it. Finally, Camellia. Next. Boop, boop. It. Blank. No. Piranha Strike. It's interesting. Probably hard to do. Blind fight. Unity to gaze attacks. I don't know if there's anything like the last game. That's a pretty big deal. Alright, you... Level 4 spells. So, Thorn Body, and a lot of stuff here. For now, take Inflict Critical. Alright, let's get a move on. Right, we need to now head... First things first. We need to move you guys here. You guys also need to move up here. How much do resources cost? What is this? This is materials points? I don't really need those yet, do I? Alright, it is $5 per point. That's fine. Failed to sneak past the enemy, so now I have to fight to the death.
We will be victorious.
Oh dear. The Ronki, huh? That is... Oh god, there's... Oh god, this is... Not good. Alright. Who has a low will? None of you. Worth a shot.
We can do it.
No glory without risk.
Okay, so March... So, we have all been inflicted with confuse. That's wonderful. Except for the horse. The horse knows exactly who its enemies are.
Forwards.
Into the fray.
God, this is a very tough enemy. Mad. Puts us at plus 11. Still need a 14.
We won't falter.
Oh, I'm so mad.
The inhabitor, guide my blade.
Okay, Ember is turbo dead, so... Load here. Not sure what's going on here. This is quite how this area is supposed to work. You can tell because these guys are all freaking out. Get a guys back up here. You need to move up. Okay. Get out of their way.
Let us
Now, nap time. Actually, hold on. For nap time. Yeah. Alright. First off, I hate to do this, but
Let's move.
I don't... We've wasted too many spots. God, I don't actually care. Let's... Eyes Witch, yes. Charisma. She already knows Slumber, Vulnerability Curse. Let's give her Evil Eye. Level 2 spells. Say Glitter Dust. Perfect. Sweet. Next. Boop, 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 boop. Is that right? No, that's right. I'm thinking, do I want to put points? No. No. Now we want selective spell. I have no idea how this works with metamagic. With a spontaneous caster, this is level 1 spell. We have screen. Okay. Want some unbreakable hearts. Running arc, scorching ray. Let's hold a person. Next, level 5. This, yeah, that extends the duration of X's. Level 3 spells, Stinking Cloud. X. Boop. Yes, put that there. Put that there. Let's take... Instead, let's take Spell Penetration. Light wound. Web. And... Clicked. As for Mythic Path, which funded casting. Alright. Now... Who's... God, who sells... It's you, isn't it? Give him some wine. 'Cause, yeah, that was a hell of a thing, huh? Well, that... Well, that... Like, if it needs an exotic weapon proficiency, I don't think... Like, we can probably just sell it, honestly. Then we're gonna go down here... Was it not you? What the hell's this? Who has medicine tip? Alchemist. Here we go. Alright, by that. Okay, now we can take a seat. We can choose a spell to scribe. Scribe up to level 4. Let's yeah, perfect. Got the stuff it looks like. Yeah, I guess Darren's the one we want making potions. Or Ninio, but only do so much. Alright, yeah, we'll just make the haste scroll. That seems fine.
You know, I wonder, are you always such a nightmare, or are you making an exception just for us rabble? You probably act differently around highborn folk.
You're quite mistaken, my scaled friend. I don't treat people like dirt because they are of a lower station than I am. I simply treat people like dirt. All of them.
Damn right, Darren. We now have a scroll of haste. Go team. Alright, we're gonna stick with this squad, or do we... No, I think we stick with this squad for now. We can ditch Wooljiff at a later time. If we even want to ditch him, like, we ditch him for Camellia, who has the main benefit of having access to hexes. This is a level 3 demon army. It's some material points and energy points. Double giant strength up here. Big. Go up here, we get some more daily income. Oh, we have... Need to hire everyone. We're gonna spend some cash to recruit some more of these. We're gonna bring Army 3. Need to meet up. The Vanguard. Probably send the Vanguard to meet them, but it's fine. Let's head down here. Alright, we're back up to high morale. That's good. Are there any, like, little side paths? Yes, little bonus areas. There's the Underground Hideout, but we need to clear out some demons first. I mean, at this point, a lot of... We're basically just waiting until we can muster enough forces to break through to Dresden is kind of where we're getting to. Right, what happened here? All night continued, even from the air. Good work, guy. Yaker. Hi. I think this guy's leading us into a trap. From the mountain, you see a raided camp and two groups of warriors, one wearing white and yellow armor, the other in black. They are led by a tall man in white priest robes. The warriors glance around fretfully, their weapons shaking in their hands. You hear the screams of gargoyles from above. Beasts are approaching the camp.
Quickly, evacuate the wounded. The beasts are about to strike again. Use cloaks as stretchers. We've got to make it through. Paralictor, your people will have to cover us while...
2 more minutes left out in the open, and neither you nor I will have any troops left to order about, Crusader.
But the wounded...
Okay.
Retreat to shelter.
The one called Paralictor makes a barely noticeable gesture, and the swords of his troops execute the wounded. Man in white has anything further to add. His words are drowned out by the shrieks of gargoyles as they fall from the sky. All right.
Follow me.
Do not fear.
Who are we fighting?
Waver.
Apparently some gargoyles. I don't see any gargoyles. Darren, you see any gargoyles? I don't see any gargoyles. There are no gargoyles. Game. There are no gargoyles. Oh, there are gargoyles. They're back here. Why are the gargoyles back here? Oh, okay. We're fatigued.
Surrender or
Oh.
else.
Okay.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Out of my sight.
Fortunately, gargoyles are pretty easy to fight.
Cover me, all right?
Into the fray.
Yeah, I forgot that Ember would have been
Forwards.
would have had her thingamabob, her weapons unequipped when we respect her.
Go, go.
You won't survive me.
Bone shaker? Bone shaker. Got him.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The light. Take you.
You still don't have a magic weapon. We're gonna need to fix that at some point.
We won't falter.
Too late for apologies.
Oh god, okay.
Endure this.
Alright, first off, need to re-equip your stuff, so you can use that. Kind of surprises. 3? Yeah, go ahead and equip that. You aren't doing much with it because you have... Okay. Whatever. We don't want her using that anyway. Okay, equip that. Have the amulet of blackened mirror. Okay. Purpose. That's fine. Also, you need to set Divine Zap as your base attack.
They will break against our resolve.
I will see to your demise.
Distract them from me.
Uh-oh.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
Your reflex way too much, so do this. Great.
Make every strike count.
Strike with all your might.
I love this game. It's so cool. Heal everybody. Force them up.
Time to share your treasures.
No glory without
I'll hit you.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh right, he can. He cleaves with his. Whenever he kills, that's awesome.
Precision and grace.
Cover me, all right?
into the fray.
You won't stop us.
Heal, please.
Won't survive.
Thank you.
Please.
And you saddle up. Yeehaw. Sight before you is at once macabre and picturesque. A lifeless couple, a man and a woman dressed in white and yellow priest robes, lie on the ground surrounded by the bodies of dead gargoyles. They are tangled in death. The claws of the monsters are tearing at the humans' clothes, and the largest gargoyle's talons has pierced the man's chest and punctured his heart. Before they died, he or his companion defeated the enemy. Suddenly, the woman opens her eyes. She doesn't look at you, but stares up at the world wound's horrific sky. Her pale lips open and she exhales abruptly. The sun will never rise again. There's only darkness above me. Even the sky here is cursed, and we along with it. Yaker, walking in the front, steps over the man's body without looking, but turns at the sound of the woman's voice. Deviant faith will break too easy. Oh, if all the Mendevian devotees broke easily, I would be much happier. Unfortunately, most of them have good health, unconquered will, and a never-ending desire to moralize. She's not just wounded. I can see the signs of severe exhaustion. What happened here? All people are easily broken. The knights in pale armor help each other through the horror, but the knights in black only break each other, everyone around them. Heal her. Spend your efforts on someone else who can be helped. Leave me. The crusade is over. What happened here? I'm a priestess of the ardent Saren Ray from the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Next to me is Ashes Strager, the head of our order. Led our forces on raids to the world wound many times, but this campaign, gargoyles attacked a few nights ago. Vast number. Never seen anything like it. Ashes organized our resistance with great skill, but while the monsters were distracting our fighters, a small group of them raided the camp and took our supplies. We were left without food and water in the middle of the world wound, where it's nearly impossible to find provisions. We shared the last crumbs of our supplies and set off back the way we came. Everyone was suffering from hunger and thirst. We grew weak and could barely fight back when the gargoyles struck a second time. Snatched many of us. I saw the pain on Ash's face as he recounted the losses. But he managed to rally us. We continued our trek and soon came across traces of a recent battle. Someone had destroyed a troop of demon worshippers. In our desperation, we decided to follow the strangers to warn them of the gargoyles and seek their help, having no idea they were Hell Knights. But we received only scorn. Every gulp of water in my unit is accounted for, they said. They spared us 2 flasks and a sack of dried bread. They said we were allowed to keep the sack to use the bandages. 2 flasks between all of us, a sack for bandages. Hell Knights. Rather allied with a flesh-eating poisonous wyvern. Don't expect goodness from those black tin cans. If you meet them, count yourself lucky if you don't end up nailed to the nearest fence post. The leader has to take care of their tribe first. All the scandalized gasp. How could he do such a thing? Suddenly fall away when you're first faced with the hard choice. Are you going to take food out of your own child's mouth to feed a starving stranger? And after that, the gargoyles attacked again. Despite how the Hell Knight Paralector had treated us, Ashes endeavored to help them and had us carry their wounded. But that monster had them slaughtered. Ashes was beside himself. Difficult to conceive of such evil. He told our people to go with the Hell Knights to find shelter, while he stayed to cover our retreat. Strong cleric, as he treated our wounded, he neglected himself and he paid for us. Come on, come with us. Why? So many deaths. So many sacrifices, such bravery, all for what? No, I will not go with you, stranger. My commander and I will die by what we live for. Passion and nobility. I don't want to keep fighting for a world that bows to such laws. What? Wait, hold on, what? I don't want it? Okay, may the goddess forget. Okay. I'm sorry these good people treated you this way. If you don't have the strength to go any further, rest. Continue your crusade, I promise. Commander, I'm not one to advise you, but you're wasting time on this fool, and the gargoyles will soon be back. It's their usual tactic. Fly up, regroup, attack again. Going back to my unit now. Okay, yeah, well, nice knowing you, pal. You are going to be Mondo dead. Please be... Oh, God damn, it's a bastard sword. Like, I mean, it's a perfectly fine bastard sword, but that is a lot of gargoyles. But I need a long sword. Yeah, it was probably a bad idea to send him by himself, huh? Right.
Endure this.
Start thinning him out.
Forwards.
The light take you.
Good.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Good, good, good. Alright, we failed a will save, but... Spell resistance, huh? Failed to overcome. God, we have a plus 11. That's still not enough.
Make every strike count. We won't falter.
No glory without risk.
What is... Still
Surrender or else.
5 damage reduction, okay.
I'm done with you.
Tactical retreat.
Yeah, he's hurting now.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
These guys just appeared out of nowhere.
You won't survive me.
Strike with all your might.
Into the fray. The inheritor, guide my blade.
Right. This guy, I guess.
It's all your fault.
Again, don't know where that guy came from, but whatever, I guess.
Work of this.
Okay, we need to kill the hunter.
This.
Not a problem.
We can do it.
The light take you.
Too late for apologies.
Out of my sight.
Finish this
Make
one
every
off.
strike count.
Forwards.
No glory without risk.
I'll hit you.
You've marched me to the bones today.
Okay, take all the potions.
You won't stop us.
Magic essence sounds good. Potion making supplies. Probably just more potion.
No reason to pause.
Lockpick, break that open.
This is my kind of work.
Have hide barding. It is medium armor. That's unfortunate. So here, all right. That's pretty much the end of this map, though.
Well, this didn't go well.
Oink. Oink. Okay.
Missed me already.
One of those. It's another one. Do that. Here we go. Got some Hell Knights here.
Knight Commander, I presume.
Oh, wow, okay.
Glory precedes you.
Apparently he knows who I am.
Nigel Durenge,
Hi!
Paralictor of the Order of the God Claw, and temporary officer of the Joint Unit of Hell Knights and the Order of the Sunrise Sword. You and your people should take positions. The gargoyles are regrouping. We expect they will attempt to break through in 5 to 6 minutes.
A paralictor indeed. Impressive.
Are you in command of this unit? Oh, no? Then step aside and let me discuss the matter with the commander.
Alright, well, we will...
Agreed. Be ready, Commander.
We will fight and then have a talky talk. Alright, so to start off, we've got 2 half-fiend thingamabobbies. Alright, good. Yaker is tanking for us. Alright.
You've crossed the wrong monk.
That was unfortunate. Alright.
Distract them for me.
We're not having a lot of luck here. I mean, our guys are... I'll resist.
Surrender
I will see to your demise.
Fatigued.
Into the fray.
We won't falter.
That is unfortunate. These have some armor class on them, don't they?
You won't survive me.
Time to share your treasures.
Ember, zap that guy.
apologies.
Precision and grace.
Alright, get him.
Guide my blade.
With all your
I need to remember to rage him. Also turn off power attack. That's an extra +4. That'll probably...
endure this.
Okay, got lucky there, it looks like. Yeah, I got really lucky. Rolled a 20 and a 19. No, a 19 and a nat 20. Okay, that is very lucky. Don't know where those guys came from, but whatever.
I'll hit you.
We should really bless our team.
No glory without risk.
Okay, we're gonna get mad. We're gonna stop power attacking. There you go, 18. We now only need an 8. C19.
Count.
We'll have Lawn focus on this guy.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Very good.
You won't stop us.
Other nifty buffs. Not really. That's fine. Just try for a Bone Shaker. Did get through their spell resistance.
the wrong mongrel.
Ooh, bone shake.
Distract them from me.
Got him.
Surrender or else.
Oh wow, the cleric's actually quite beefy, huh? It's what? 9 hit die. These are just 5, which is kind of surprising. I figured the half fiends would have all been a higher hit die, but all right.
Into the fray.
Really need to get you a magical weapon. Okay, this should hopefully. Yep,
I won't let
beautiful.
you hurt my friends.
Okay, more have shown up here. It's not great. Fortunately, Yaker's gonna take one for the team. Unfortunately, they don't seem to give a shit.
Endure.
On
this.
focus on the cleric. Our back line will deal with the back line here.
Time to share your treasures.
Good.
The inheritor. Guide my
Strike with
blade.
all your might.
Of course, more of them would show up. Why wouldn't they? Oh, we got level drained. That's not good.
Make every strike count.
Okay, that's interesting. All right. So what? You exceptions magic, but he still has 5 unless you're good. Okay. Cool. Oh, you should be able to get around. What's their will? 6, 11. All right. You know what? Right.
Cover me, all right?
The light. Take you.
We can do it.
Oh. Fiendish Hunter is actually quite beefy. I was not prepared for that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, Jimmy's taking a lot of here. See, we have a. I was gonna say we had a slightly more than 50% chance, but could have known that slightly more than 50% is in fact basically 0.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Into the fray.
Forwards.
That's not good.
You
Really
won't
need to
survive
kill this
me.
guy?
I'm wounded.
Why is his armor class so low? They just have that high a hit? Yeah, they do. Okay, one down.
Distract them from me.
It's unfortunate.
No glory without risk!
We won't falter! I won't give up!
Endure this! Did you
Perfect.
see that?
All right. Has no magic resistance. It does. Get hit. Okay, so perfect. This is quite lucky. I've rolled really low. 5 on a need of 17. Okay, yeah, that was pretty fortunate.
Time to share your treasures.
The light! Thank you!
Strike with all your might!
We have one turn left with Jimmy, and then he's going down. Slightly unfortunate.
I'm wounded!
Make every strike count.
Yeah!
I thought that guy was gonna run away. Since that doesn't have spell resistance, we're just gonna keep going to town with our spontaneous casters.
Cover me, all right?
Perfect. All right. Yeah, I think good here.
The inheritor! Guide my blade!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
That was really unfortunate. Okay, that was a lot of dudes that we just fought. That's fine. Now, where is the Paralictor? I don't see. Where's the Paralictor? There he is. He's so small, I can't see him. Reginald gracefully stows his weapon and places his hands behind his back. You two, check the area. Mark any potential shelters that offer protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remnants of the camp. I want to make sure that the gargoyles only abducted people and weren't interested in anything else. Send messages immediately to our scout squads and order them to return to camp. Full list of casualties. The sooner the better. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. Quite interested in the events that occurred at the Grey Garrison, and I suppose you have questions for me as well. What do you want to know? Any shift in the balance of power during this war has a direct impact on my mission. If a new player appears who's capable of fighting demons effectively, then I'm ready to support that person with all the resources I have at my disposal. Actually, I cannot blindly trust a stranger, even one marked by the guards. Yeah, you have every right. I don't usually trust strangers either, so we understand each other. Thank you, Commander. Is there anything else you would like to know before we move on to more serious issues? What are you doing here? Same as you and your army, fighting a war against the demons. The Hell Knights have always been a part of the Crusades from the very beginnings. We don't answer to Queen Galfrey, and we act on our own authority, but we serve the common cause. Sky Spawn have no place in the world we want to build. Funny, isn't it? Knights clad in black armor have been fighting this war from the off, but most people don't even know it. Face of the Crusades is a Mendevian paladin with the sword of Iomade gleaming on their gilded armor. In that respect, my cousin Galfrey has a real flair for propaganda, I must say. Hell Knights, the World Wound is just one of several targets. They spend greater efforts on book burning, suppressing slave uprisings. Yes, their orders sent reinforcements here, but Mendev has always borne the brunt of this war. What's Paralector? I'm the commander of this unit, and in the Order's hierarchy I'm 2 steps lower than its leader. The territory of Mendev and the World Room, there are few who equal my rank. I'm the most senior Hell Knight officer from leagues around. What are you going to do now? I will wait for my remaining fighters to return. See, what you see here is only a small part of my forces. As for my long-term plan, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. When we move on to serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. You may wish to be present. Baker steps forward and salutes with a clenched fist to his chest. Hey, Electa, permission to report. In the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked them to provide assistance. Reinforcements were much needed. You will earn a double salary for your resourcefulness, Napier, and 100 lashes for abandoning your post. Let this guy run his unit, it's fine. Regil, who has watched you closely throughout the conversation, nods to himself. Now, for a more delicate issue. You, Commander, were interested in our dispute with the Knights of the Order of the Sunrise Sword, correct? Their forces in Canabra suffered great losses in the demon attack, and now their leader has perished and his troops are in trouble. They're reeling with no command structure. Their order will hardly be able to recover from the loss that they suffered. Getting in. These fighters aren't the finest material I've worked with, but I assume formal command over them. I'll be able to reforge them into weapons of reasonable quality. One or two might even become true net Hell Knights, the rest will be put to good use as well. Really think they'll follow you? Though not the best, they are still warriors and knights. Know what discipline is, and that victory in war doesn't come without cost. Any of them who still haven't realized that aren't worth of my time and effort. What does this have to do with me? I suppose, Commander, that for leagues around, from Canavris to Dresden and from Dresden to the accursed city of Iz at the heart of the world wound, all of this pertains to you in one way or another. You are the catalyst that shifted an age-old balance of power, whether you meant to or not. Your own future and much more depends on the decisions you make here and now, even the ones that seem insignificant. Yeah, talk to them. Rachel looks at the warriors in white and yellow shifting initiates of the Sunrise Sword. Your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses and will not be able to recover. You return to Mindev to join another Crusader Order. Hope they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword, or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy, or that our war-making will be constricted by your principles. I can promise is this. Under my command, you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talons of a ravenous raptor. Does that mean we've worked off the precious resource you spent on us, the water, medicine, and bandages? I wouldn't make such an offer if I thought you were useless garbage. Thank you for your trust, Prayer Lector. We will stay and are ready to obey your orders. Fine. In due course, I will review your troops and make any necessary decisions regarding your role in my unit. Now, Commander, for the most important issue. Cooperation between our forces. We have a common enemy and a common battlefield. You're looking at me strangely, Prayer Lector. When we discussed Yaker's punishment, when we were deciding the fate of the Sunrise Sword, it's as if you were testing me. Roger lowers his head in a gesture that might be read as respectful. Do not believe that I made any attempt to conceal my interest in you, both as a new strong leader in the region and in the bearer of a highly unusual power. Of course, I'd like to know what's inside your head. One could say that's my duty. Alright, well, we're going to Dresden. You can come if you want. Dresden. An ambitious goal, but most reasonable. Imagine how such a victory would rally all the bands of today's Crusader under one banner. Certainly need a base of operations inside the World Room. So I'm ready to support you. Moreover, I can accompany you in your campaign. However, I would remind you that Hell Knights are outside of Mindev's jurisdiction. My unit and I will join your forces and obey your orders, but only for as long as I deem that our goals coincide. I like his eyes. They're still bright. Neither the darkness nor the pale has taken them. For now. Hell no! We don't need the likes of these black armored statues. I don't want to fight side by side with someone who'll slit my throat if I'm weak and wounded. You can't defeat one evil by inviting an equal, but slightly more organized evil into your ranks. Slightly more organized than the demons. I could consider that an insult. I've never dealt with Hell Knights before, but from what we've seen, they're serious fighters. That's just what we need. Just think how that armor will look in the paintings they'll make. Yes, Commander. My forces and Reginald Darren are at your disposal. Okay, but you can go back to camp. I'll meet you there. Alright, okay. Oops. Damn. That was just an unlucky roll. Right. That was another unlucky roll, it seems. Wow, okay. Oh, then. This could be going better, huh? Alright, we'll heal a little bit this time.
No reason to pause.
Missed me already.
This is my kind of work.
What's your deal, dude?
Let us be off.
Yeah? Okay, so we got a Ring of the Protector. Headband of Inspired Wisdom.
Out of my sight!
If anybody in the current party that cares about wisdom. No, we are a highly charisma-based party. Just big fans of charisma here. Oh, a hat? Put it on this horse. Oh, I do that and the horse becomes... Oh, no, you know what? You actually do kind of want wisdom, don't you? Yeah. Oh, we can leave right here. How very fortunate for us. Alright. Sure, we have not left anything. We have not... Is this worth... 375 isn't a lot, but we can carry it back to base. Okay, we do actually want to stop. Oh, we got Hell Knights, huh? Alright, you guys head up to camp. Get the Vanguard to come down here. Meet up. Form up. Okay, we are slightly stronger now. What's it gonna take to unlock some new units, huh? Show me. You. Oh, nope. Nap time. Books. Slightly better at it. Help. Alright, let's take a nap.
Steady on, Dayron. They are perfectly ordinary mosquitoes. They are not spreading disease.
Oh, they are spreading disease, buddy. That's what mosquitoes do.
They will not bite you on the face. They wouldn't dare.
Dayron, they will bite you wherever they damn well please. Mosquitoes do not give a fuck. Alright, so... Oh, they didn't get their points back. That's fine. Alright, so down here we get some material points and energy. Okay. You know what, go this way, then up here? Traveling Merchant, yeah. Did the Scaling Merchant move up here? Hell yes he did! A skeleton is walking across the waste. He moves with pep in his step, humming a tune. His skull bobs in chorus with the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, nightmarish horses of flame and shadow draw a cart loaded with valuable-looking items. On seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there! Or is this what days look like in your world, Moon? Can't really tell, but no matter. Be it day or night, the skeletal scalesman always has the best deals you can find anywhere. I could use a free scroll. Hell yeah. Here, please, take this. I don't know from which dark corners of the abyssal hell your steam dances originated from, but no one's ever refused a good old scroll of hellfire. Tell me about yourself. I'm a simple man. I keep no secrets. You can see right through me. Oh my god, it's Brooke from One Piece. How did you become who? Ooh, now that's a story and a half. Listen well and don't repeat my mistakes or you won't be able to live with yourself. Get it? Alright, moving on. Once I was just like you, exploring all sorts of ruins and filling my pockets with riches until I stumbled into a Dracolich's lair. That's one scary beast, let me tell you. A lich and a dragon. He would have eaten me whole had I not suggested a deal. I would sell off all the blades and armor left by previous adventures. Surely he didn't have much use for all that equipment, but he could earn a tidy sum of gold. Surprisingly, he agreed, but that didn't save my life. Instead, he just turned me into a walking pile of bones. And what do you know? That's just the beginning of my troubles. For a long time, I wandered the River Kingdoms, peddling my wares until I met one devious scoundrel. First glance, he looked decent enough. Decked out in armor, clearly a paladin. Asked me where my master's lair was. Obviously, he wasn't first taking interest, but the Dracolich was no slouch. He put an enchantment on me so that I couldn't even remember the lair's location. However, this knight turned out to be quite the wizard, too. I'm no expert in magic, but basically he offered to perform a little ritual that would reveal the location of my master's lair. Then he and his pals would kill the Dracolich and give me my freedom plus half the horde. Sounds like a sweet deal, huh? So I agreed like a fool. He showed me the contract, and it seemed alright to me, so I just signed it right then and there. He conducted the ritual, and the knight found out where my master was hiding by looking at some astral tracks or whatnot. Long story short, they killed the Dracolich. The knight offered me half of the treasure as promised, and then, as per terms of our contract, he demanded payment for the ritual's component for my freedom, and then there were taxes, excise fees, and fines. Before I knew it, I had to give him all my loot. Still couldn't even cover my debt. So he offered me a way to repay it by working as before, for his master this time. Thus I'm traveling, peddling, and all that, till I earn every last coin that I own. You know what? To pay off that kind of sort, I'm sure I'll have to keep working for him until Grotus brings the end times. Now that's a story, isn't it? Someday I might even write a tragic play about myself. I'll call it Undeath of a Salesman. As for the moral of the story is, watch what you sign. That lesson's free. The rest of what's in this fine card, you'll have to pay in gold. Did I tell you that the knight looked like a paladin? Well, he wasn't anything of the sort. On the contrary, he was a servant of Mammon, the archdevil of avarice. The skeleton slightly opens his mouth to reveal a single azure coin among the gold. The coin is stamped with the disdainful visage of a devil. That's the one he sold me to, guts and all, although by then I had no guts, really. Now, at least if somebody asks me where my master's lair, I can honestly say, Erebus, the third lair of hell, palace of the royal treasurer. Entrance by appointment only. Want to free from the curse? No thanks. Been there, done that, only made things worse. I had enough help. I'll make do. Well, that's neat. Have a nice sword. The hell is this? Aramaki? A +2 light armor? Sting. Tracers of armor +4. Not a lot here. I mean, this is actually useful for Woljif. Because it has no arcane spell failure. And no... Tell you that. sell that because we have better. And not gonna need that because this is better. It doesn't really help us. Oh, you need this, lady. You have a really low armor class, don't you? You know what? That, and you still have a really low armor class. Okay. I guess that'll do. Alright, well, good to know the Skelly salesman's still around. Alright, let's go to Leper Smile. Okay, Crusader morale's changed. That means we are able to move again. We can go fight these demons. Okay, there's a lot of Brimerax. Guys aren't very tough, are they? Alright. We're gonna leave you there. Unfortunate. Having some bad luck with our rolls. What's this do? Perfect. One down. You need to finish that off. You need to get up here, smack these guys. Those guys. Ooh, that is. Okay. Nope, heal yourself. We should be able to heal up the losses. Yep. Now head up this way. Let's see. Finance points, killing this, then we can go up here, get some more finance points. Presumably take care of that at some point. probably want the Black Knights, the Hell Knights over the Scouts. So we'll make that change. There was an area here that we did not properly investigate. We came through here because we were just so tired from killing all those freaking bugs. Little bugs, huh? We go up here. Head down. Right on that.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Trust in yourself.
My tail is restless.
Welcome your company.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Forward!
Resist fire. Bone Shaker probably isn't going to do anything. Arrow of Law?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Cover me, all right?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
We won't falter.
How big? Oh, this is actually quite a large little underground.
Won't survive me.
Hey, bloodstained letter. Anyone can help? My name is Harkle, and I'm chief of the Nasty Waifs gang. We raided the Tower of Estrad, and with Norgorber's blessing, we took quite a haul. We hit an unreliable place. Bad reputation, some of the law. We were celebrating when Quickrick appeared and choked out two of our friends. We knew things were bad because Quickrick had already been dead for about 4 hours. The old man was a drunk. Art had failed on the steep mountain roads. Chopped him into pieces. He came again. Okay.
March on.
Oh. What's this? Longsword? Longsword plus 2 is fine because it is a magical longsword. That makes it better than a longsword plus nothing.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Fortunate. Oh, this could be very not good. Alright, saddle up.
Into the fray.
Strike with all your might.
Surrender or else.
Distract them from me.
We can do it. Endure this.
Too late for apologies.
Time to share your treasures.
Forward!
Make every strike count.
I'll hit you.
Cover me, all right?
I will see to your demise.
Tactical retreat.
The light. Take you.
We won't falter.
Smile.
Okay.
The world's not ending just yet.
Alright.
Onwards.
I'm here. Where else would I go?
Oops.
I found something.
Might be trap, might be treasure. Who, me?
Load.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Been significantly slowed down, and I'm not entirely certain why. Like, we weren't under... Like, there were no status effects. Like, that's not ideal.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Strike with all your might!
Oh, he's dead.
You won't survive me.
Let's load.
Don't mind me. Might be trap, might be treasure. This is my kind of work. Pretty good, aren't I?
Okay. Just back
Fine.
around. We'll take a different path.
We will be victorious! Forwards!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The Inheritor.
That's a lot of them, huh?
Blade.
Cover me, all right?
Out of my sight!
You won't survive me.
I will see to your demise! Precision and grace. We won't falter!
Endure this.
The light. Take you.
Tactical retreat. No.
Strike with all your might!
Make every strike count.
No glory without risk.
I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
We can do it!
I still really hate fighting these things. There is no denying that.
This is not my time yet.
You guys stop killing each other, please. You know what? I don't feel like dealing with this. Out of here. We got a magic sword, so, I mean, I still consider that a victory. Buckles. So we've done. Do we have? Let's see. What do we want to scribe, huh? The stuff for this. Yeah. That could be useful.
If I ever find myself in a temple of Shaylin, which side should I turn to face the altar so I don't offend her?
Face her with your heart.
Okay. Good thing, buddy. Alright, well, while we're here, let's level Regil up. Alright, Regil, level up. Just take Hell Knight, I guess. I'm not sure we're ever going to actually him, but weapon fighter. Uses the gnome hammer. Interesting. Yeah, just take that. Interesting. Wheel. Interesting character. As for your mythic path, just take Last Stand. That's what we want for all our melee fighters. Let's go outside. Let's our buddy Dayron. Looking around the place, the count seems quiet and Jimmy Pathfinder. Hello there. Feeling uncharacteristically pent. Rather, finding it rather difficult to put my thoughts into words today. Trying to understand something. Been together for a while now. What's your opinion of it? Don't let anyone get close. There might be a good reason for that, but you can always count on me if you ever need any kind of support. Aaron's eyes widen in shock, and he looks at you with bewilderment. Smiles. Have you any idea how terribly insipid you sound? Throw in some extra nonsense like, you can confide in me, and I'll be adamant that you were raised by a couple of trite playwrights. Put you to sleep by reading their boring scribblings on the workings of the heart. Fine. Do you know why I ask that? Because the answer to the question, what do you think about me, usually more about the one doing the answering than the one doing the asking. Now that I've got you thinking, let's proceed with the usual small talk. Talk about your past? Close to your mother? Perhaps. Maybe. My mother loved me and I loved her, even though I was a thorn in her side. How can you truly be close to your parents when you're just an arrogant whelp? I was lucky enough to have a real mother instead of a countess mother. Aristocratic parents often see their children as valuable investments, vessels for all their ambition. Let's talk about.
Let us be off.
Regil spends his time here. Have we talked to
Hello. So, what do you reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power?
I haven't figured it out yet. We'll see what happens next.
Watching and waiting is a good... I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomade herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess, or at least her herald, you know? I'd be informed that I had been chosen for a great cause. But that's the point where my imagination always failed me. Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets or the herald or even anyone explaining what I had to do.
Yeah, I'm sure it was very anticlimactic for the rest of you, but it was kind of a big deal for me personally.
This demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this. Spare me an hour and I'll crawl into some dark corner and whine about my hard lot. What can I tell you? I cry easily.
Fate of the League of the Card affected you greatly. That's all you could say. Did what I thought was right. Tried to help a good person with their troubles. What came of it? Sorry, but I won't know peace until I track down Curl and Jana. What are they thinking? Is there any way to get through to them? I should just admit I was terribly wrong. And another thing that's worrying me. React to your power, and mine. We've been chosen by Iomade, they need to pray at our feet. I'm not comfortable with the younger warriors hanging on my every word. Alone. He also is going to sit with me and celebrate saving a beer cart. Gain, not the friendship, at least the trust of the other knights. Especially those I respect and consider my friends, like Elon.
Let's move.
Okay. Going around talking to everyone.
What's that?
Knight Commander, it is good that you found me. There's a matter of some urgency I must discuss with you. It's incredibly interesting the power your companions received during the fight at the Grey Garrison, and now my entrance has been gratified. The power your companions received has passed on to me as well. To manifest it after my usual evening reckoning. I believe I now present a true threat to the creatures and initiates of chaos. Prison cultists we keep for certain observations experience this firsthand. Virgil's voice is unemotional, almost bored, but leaves no doubt to the cultist's face. Striking, isn't it? Divine intervention at a critical moment is rare, but not beyond imagining. But in this case, part of the power that you received through this intervention has passed to someone who joined well after the fateful moment has passed. Whatever the nature of this power, it'll help us in our mission, and that's good. Sensible pragmatism. One must always be pragmatic. In any case, this is shallow philosophizing. You must have some questions for me. We have a plan to get our strategy? A spark flashes in Regal's eyes. I have a clear idea of the forces I shall require to wage effective war against the Whirlwind. Currently, I do not possess them, but I do know what steps I must take. To amass and fortify. Gather scouting information, resolve certain problems of an organizational nature. Once the problem of Dresden is solved, I shall direct some of my knights to prepare an outpost for the party. I have already scouted a suitable location. The old shrine would still hold the remnants of an ancient power and is thus a lure for demons. An excellent foothold for honing our skills and studying the enemy. My next goal. You're undergoing the bleaching. Of course it's the bleaching. Doing anything to fight it? do other races do to fight old age? I know what made you ask this question. My kin have received a certain reputation for their vain attempts to stave off the inevitable. Luckily for the rest of the world, not all gnomes are prepared to spread chaos with their restless escapades. There are some among us who accept the natural order of things. Preaching has no effect on my ability to carry out my duties, and therefore it has no, how should I put it, personal meaning for me. So you openly distrust the Crusader Command. Why have you decided to join me? Do not misread my behavior as distrust of you personally. Every Hell Night I watch everyone closely, searching for signs of weakness and sin. Everyone, including myself. Indeed, Reginald Derringe is first on my list of suspects. I observe him daily, marking every fault, every hesitation, every weakness, and I prepare the proper punishment. So it has been, and will be. As for your second question, I suppose we may be useful too. Other. You and your army are a new power in the Crusade. All the old powers as quite ineffective. I have yet to rate your own efforts, but early indications are positive. That means count on my help for now. If your assessment changes, I will inform you of this, as well as measures I intend to take. Be aware that I treat my allies more strictly than my enemies. This is a sign of respect. Fair enough. Alright, we got some plain old horse barding. Rope. Could always use some rope. Ninio, you made any progress on those riddles? I'm an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the Encyclopedia Glorionica, and rector of all of Absalom's universities at once. A future rector, I should say. That information should be enough to satisfy your curiosity, because I doubt I will be able to tell you any more than that. You see, the brain of any given individual can contain only a limited number of facts. I only expend my memory on things that are truly important. The laws of thermodynamics, divine esoterica, planar geography, things that will lead Galarian to a brighter future. Besides, what if I make a great discovery, but I won't be able to remember it because my memory is full of outdated or useless information? What a nightmare that would be. What a loss. Whole of Galarian. What's that tattoo on your shoulder? Cast a sidelong glance at her shoulder. Oh, that. I do not remember the circumstances of its creation, but I like it. I prefer to think of it as a zero, null, nothing. A center point, an origin of coordinates. Reminds me how much of the world there is to explore. Alright, I'll stop torturing you. Huh? What are we talking about? So you are Kitsune. Stating the obvious does you no credit. How does it feel telling me we belong to another race? It is slightly unusual, no more than that. Knowing this fact will not help me write the encyclopedia, therefore it is useless. Therefore I was right to forget it. And to forestall your next question, no, for now I am not planning to forget that I am a Kitsune. My abilities can help you, my loyal follower, in your fight against... Who are we fighting again? Right, the demons. See how much I appreciate your assistance, boy? Okay. Yeah. Alright, Ninio. Oh, I like Ninio. Okay. Anything going on over here? Need any help?
Follow me.
Okay. Corgisquirm. What are you doing? How are you doing, Corgisquirm? This. It's in this chest over here. Alright, we need to plan what we're gonna do next. Let's head up this way, see if we can find... Failed at a perception check. Close, though. It is a new day. So this is a level 3 demon army. just move you up. What are we most afraid of? Probably the ghouls. Up. Clerics up. These guys come up. Yeah, I guess punch them. Go ahead and give them a shot. Kind of just want to make sure they're cleared out. Then them. Alright, do it again. Alright, you need to back up. Need to probably just start, like, weakening them. I'm not super concerned about the damage these guys are going to deal. Yeah, they're basically becoming a non-entity. Use the lay on hand others here. Okay, that was pretty nasty. Kill these guys. Pop those guys. Off. Perfect. Okay, we did get our scouts back. That's good. Some cash money. These guys are guarding some more cash money. You guys have material points that I don't really know what I do with just yet. Scouts kind of suck, huh? That's unfortunate. What? Run away. Stop stinking cloud! How long does this last? I can't tell. Going. Okay. Stop it. Just die. 31. Give up. Finally. All right. I believe believe that's a little more money. So we're gonna send you back this way. You meet up with these guys. Do is okay. No, look the way that. Okay, let's go like this. Because these guys are actually pretty tough and are gonna bring some pain. Probably not by themselves, huh? Alright. Next. Okay, there's nothing but dead gaze over there.
Life can change in the blink of an eye. Yesterday, I was thinking I had it all figured out. No surprises for me. And now today, I'm dragging myself someplace with a gang of, strangers.
Yeah, I understand. This whole gang thing just kind of fell on top of me, and now I'm here.
Yep, that's usually how these kinds of stories go. These guys. This could be bad. Alright. After that swarm, then. I'd really like to get rid of this swarm. Keep our Hell Knights healthy. Still? Perfect. Now we just mop them up. And splat. Imperial points, we leveled up. All spellcasting units have +2 bonus to AC, +15 energy. Give everybody some more saving throw. Oh no, oh no. Don't get too close to that. This. Maybe. A lot of flies. Let's shoot this. That was pretty good. Okay, just about got him. Ah, so close. Alright, that'll kill the bugs. It's gonna take a while to chew through these zombies. Get him. Yeah, it's gonna take him a while to chew through our Hell Knight, though. Granted, that doesn't really make this any more interesting. I mean, we've got this fight sewn up, it's just... barely alive. And finish him off. Okie dokie. Alright. Ring +5 on all any spells. What do these guys have? Just some extra daily income, which, you know, is good. As for you, head on back to camp. That fort. Resting. Maybe if you pray to Iomade even just once, a miracle will happen. How do you know it won't? I think if I begin to pray to Iomade herself will be so astonished that she will descend from heaven to find out what calamity has occurred. Alright, so we're basically stuck. Let's assault this fort then. There are a lot of them, huh? Alright. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Alright. Alright, well there go our archers. Okay, shoot a bunch of these. Perfect. And then lay on hands on our Hell Knights. Okay, another group of these. And others. Woof. Okay. All right. Now lay on hands self. Boy, that didn't do much. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Okay, that was a lot of... Hopefully, like, each day that goes by, we replenish more, because otherwise... Bad. Nope, those guys are gone forever, huh? Okay. That's not great. Our Order of Hell Knights. Oh, we can't. Okay. No. It's fine. Move up. Here. Fruit. Some more Hell Knights. Hell Knights. Ew. Perfect. Okay. Merge. Alright. I want more archers, is what I'm trying to get right now. It's actually a pretty cheap Hell Knight squad, so we'll take them as well. Actually have a pretty decent chunk of Hell Knights now. Imperial points over here. We've got of the unholy symbol of Rogavag, a double axe, and an herbal ring way out of the way. We're going to head this way to the Underground Hideout, and we will find out what is in here tomorrow. If you stuck around, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be back with more. The plan is to be back with more Pathfinder Kingmaker, but we might be back with something different. I'm not certain yet. I'm playing it by ear. Stream will be later, around 8 o'clock. So if you'd like to be certain when, follow me at twitter.com/aardvarkbomber. If you have not the follow button, please do so. It helps out a great deal, and I would appreciate it. And with all that being said, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.